Hey guys, FenixFire here with my first recorded DS Wi-Fi battle against the Green Phantom. Link to his channel can be found in the description. I met him on the Serbi chat room and agreed to an NU battle, so let's get the game started. I lead off with my Hippotas while he leads off with an Electrode. I'm positive he doesn't want to lose his Focus Sash yet to the Sandstorm, so I'm free to set up Stealth Rocks. As it turns out, my prediction was spot on and he goes for Rain Dance instead of Taunt. After that, I go for Yawn as I was expecting some kind of switch, but he does taunt me this turn to block me off. With the Rain Dance in play, I'm certain he has Swiftwind Pokemon to take advantage of it, so I switch in my Quagsire to wall its attempts to sweep, and once again I was right, as he switches in a Floatzel. Seeing him bulk up, I'm pretty sure he's packing Battle Pass as well and will probably only have Waterfall and Ice Punch, so my max defense Quagsire can easily stall it out with Toxic and Stab Earthquake. Even after a bulk up and Life Orb, return doesn't do all that much to Quagsire, which allows it to keep barreling down on Floatzel without too much trouble. I know Life Orb and Toxic is going to bring it down, so I take the opportunity to recover up and get most of my HP back. With it down, the score is currently at 6 versus 5. With Floatzel down for the count, my opponent brings in Butterfree. Due to its compound eyes, Sleep Powder is definitely on its way, so it decides to switch to Hippotas to take the Sleep Powder and restart my Endless Sandstorm. With Stealth Rocks already on the field, Hippotas is the least useful Pokemon on my team. I stay in because I'm convinced he's running the standard double powder strategy and burn a turn of sleep while I'm at it. As Bug Buzz is coming, I'm switching to my bulky Corsola, who takes it very nicely with the Sandstorm boosting her special defenses. Even though Butterfree can carry Energy Ball, double powder ones usually pack U-turn as their fourth moves, so I stay in and finish it off with Stab Power Gem, leaving the score at 6 versus 4 in my favor. With 2 of his Pokemon gone, my opponent sends in Hitmonchan. Fearing the close combat and a Scarf, I switch into my second physical wall, Gligar, who takes the hit very nicely. Unsure of what he'd switch into next, I decide to go with Toxic instead of Knockoff or Earthquake, but he switches into a Quillfish, rendering my attack useless. Even though Gligar is a wall, I do know Quillfish doesn't pack the best defenses and doesn't have Rain Up, so I decide to go for Earthquake anyway, while he sets up Spikes, probably to get some residual damage in or expecting me to switch. With the fact that I'm faster, and I manage to 2-hit KO him in the next turn, leaving my opponent in a tight spot at 6 versus 3. Seeing Hitmonchan take the scene again, I expected to see Ice Punch, but instead he beautifully predicts my switch and goes for close combat, thus taking out Corsola and setting the scoreboard to 5 versus 3. I bring Gligar back in to wall him off, causing him to switch into his last Pokemon, a Torkoal who only takes a little amount of damage from my super effective Stab Earthquake. Fearing some sort of status move like Will-O-Wisp or Yawn, and the fact that I need Gligar to stop his Hitmonchan cold, I recall it and send out Quagsire, but he chose to go for Explosion right off the bat to take me out, dropping the score to 4 versus 2. Not wanting to bring in Gligar, as Hitmonchan would just Ice Punch it, I bring in my Armaldo, who's neutral to both Ice Punch and Close Combat and has respectable defenses to take both, thus leaving me a window to curse up and even rest off the damage later. Much to my surprise, the second Close Combat does manage to kill Armaldo even after the curse, so we're entering the last phase of the battle with 3 versus 2 Pokemon left. With Hitmonchan locked into Close Combat again, my opponent is forced to switch in his lead Electrode, allowing me to kill it off with an Earthquake, leaving the result at 3 versus 1. As my opponent is compelled to lock himself into Ice Punch, I switch in my Hippopotas just to get more Sandstorm damage in. Unfortunately, Hippopotas never wakes up, and after 2 punches he's down and out, leaving me with only 2 Pokemon weak to Ice to counter him. With Cradily being only 2 times weak to Ice, I decide to go for her instead of Gligar. First I use Protect to make sure I'll be able to live an Ice Punch and stack up the Sandstorm damage. With Hitmonchan barely holding on, Cradily takes the Ice Punch. And lives it with a third of its HP left, allowing it to finish off Hitmonchan with an Energy Ball. With his last Pokemon down, the match ends in a 2 versus 0. That was the game for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and feel free to subscribe, like, comment and check out my opponent. Until next time, FenixFire signing out.